evening, basketball fans, and welcome to Manchester Memorial High School. It is the 53rd annual Queen City Invitational Basketball Tournament. This is a tournament semi-final game between the host, the Manchester Memorial Crusaders, and their rivals from across the city, the Manchester Central Little Green Pea Terrier, along with John Kesty on video tonight, bringing you the highlights brought to you by Buffalo Wild Wings, the Mall of New Hampshire and Manchester, and also 8 Loudon Road in Concord. Buffalo Wild Wings loves to support the community, loves to support high school sports, and they love to see it at their Buffalo Wild Wings restaurants at the Mall of New Hampshire and on 8 Loudon Road in Concord. Trap to McDonald. McDonald left side, Shea. Shea swings it up top, Leroy for 3, and he nails it, and it's 3-0 Manchester Central. Carrier will try and throw it in bounds. Carrier got it in, Roomraj in the left corner. Now he dribbles it to the left wing. Roomraj still with it. Left side, Scott thought about the 3 to a cutting Philibert, and he lays it in with the left hand. Memorial's on the board. It's 3-2. Carrier will bring it in bounds for Memorial. He gets it in, Philibert. Philibert tries to get into the lane, scoops it up with the left hand, it's good. And Memorial's on top 4-3. Rudolph waits for his teammates now. Swings it over to Scott, he'll try a 3. That one is short. Leroy the rebound. Outlet to Shea, stolen Rudolph. Rudolph lays it up and in. Memorial's up the lead to 3, it's 9-6 Crusaders. Mallow Roomraj on the catch, the attacking of the rim, and he scores. And it's a 1-point game, 13-12. It's Mallow Roomraj. Mallow to his brother Michael. Thought about the 3, instead drives on the baseline. Hangs in the air and hits. Nice move by the sophomore. The younger Roomraj scoring away. No. Rebound tipped up and controlled by Memorial. Gabir kicked it out to Philibert. Roomraj, Mallow Roomraj underneath, and it's a 3-point Memorial lead, 16-13. Leroy, left side, McCory for 3 in the tie, it's no good. And the rebound, Michael Roomraj up ahead to his brother Mallow. Mallow with the pretty finish, the soft touch around the rim, and it's a 5-point lead for Memorial, 18-13. McDonald's going to get a little bit of a rest. Seth Shea back in the game. Zach Lubin puts it on the floor, goes to Scott. Scott swings it across. Michael Roomraj, he'll try a 3. And Mike Roomraj sticks the 3. And the lead is 8, 21-13. Timeout Central. Swings it Philibert. Philibert feeds Scott down the lane. Scott kicks it up top. Philibert, he'll try a 3. And Philibert switches it. Nick Philibert on the money. It's 24-15, a 9-point lead for Manchester Memorial. Side Scott. Scott drives baseline, kicks it out. Rudolph a 3. It's short. McCory the rebound. Outlet Leroy. He's got McDonald with him. Leroy takes it and makes it. Pretty finish. 3-point lead for Memorial, 27-24. McCory into the front court. McCory into the lane. Kicks it out. McDonald for the tie. Knocks it down. We're tied at 27. Evan McDonald. Minute 20 left in the half. McCory on the drive. Nice move to the hoop on the baseline. It floats it up gently. It's a 3-point lead, 34-31. Knocking it away, a block. Memorial comes down with it. Scott hits it high post right. Roomraj feeds it over to Carrier. He turns and fires. It's in and out. Lewis the rebound for Central. Now McCory. McCory jump step in the lane, puts it up and in. Pretty move by McCory, and it's a 1-point deficit for Central, 36-35. Ball's loose. McCory dove on the floor for it and stole it. Now McCory has it. He attacks. McCory down the lane to the basket, high off the window and hits. John McCory has given Central the lead. It's 37-36. Little Green on top. Minute and a half left in the third. We're under a minute left in the third. Rudolph left side, Mike Roomraj faked on the three. Now he drives, puts it up and in. Good looking sophomore, this Michael Roomraj. And Memorial's on top by 2, 39-37. Final 45 seconds, third quarter. McCory kicks it out. Lewis for three, it's too strong. Baptiste, an offensive rebound, saves it to McDonald, dishes it out Leroy. Now Lewis for three on the left side, and Ozziah Lewis has put Central back on top. The freshman with the three-pointer. It's 40-39 Little Green. Final 20 seconds, third quarter. A little bit more than 5 minutes left to go in this basketball game. Michael Roomraj, long three, left side. The sophomore says the freshman can do it. Well, so can I. 51-47. Central on top by 4. Lewis sets the screen for McCory. McCory working against the sophomore, Roomraj. McCory, what a take! And the lefty finish. And it's 53-47. Central up by 6. McCory attacking. Now he waits. Feeds it over to Leroy. Now to McDonald. Back to Leroy. Central looking to run a little clock here and get a good shot. Leroy on the take. Leroy makes it in the lane. Pretty move to the basket for Jalen Leroy, and it's 55-49. 3 minutes left to go. McDonald gets it into Leroy. McDonald thought about the long one, instead swung it on the right side to Baptiste. Back to McDonald. They go to Lewis. He'll fire a three, and the freshman knocks another one down. I think that's his fourth one, and the lead is 7, 58-51. Rebound, and that should do it. Leroy has it. I don't even know if they need to get it across or not, and it appears they do not. And that's the final score. Manchester Central wins it against Memorial, 61-51. The Central Little Green beating Manchester Memorial 61-51 to advance to the championship game of the Queen City Invitational Basketball Tournament. Pete Terrier along with Evan McDonald, the freshman Ozziah Lewis on my right, and we got Jalen Leroy down the right. We got the fans leaving. You got the entire Manchester West Blue Knights watching this interview. They're not in the championship game, Evan. It's going to be you guys against Exeter. But let's talk about this game against Memorial. It was a hard-fought game. You guys were up at every stop, like 1 or 2 points, but Memorial would come ahead and take the lead. But you guys kept fighting back. You knew you had to. You knew it was going to be a battle, I'm sure.
Yeah, basketball is a game of runs. Like, we knew they were going to go on a run, but we were just going to go on a bigger one. We had to stick together, and that's what we did.
And how about, I'll go to you, Jalen, one of the senior leaders on this team. But I want you to talk about a freshman here coming out under the lights here at the Jamboree, and he had 14 points off the bench, 4 3-pointers. I know you probably have seen him do it in practice, but must have felt good for you to see him do it in a game.
Yeah, he's a competitor. In practice we're always guarding each other, and Doc's been preaching to me, trying to take him under my wing and kind of show him how it's done, so showing off a little bit.
Let's talk about your confidence. I mean, you obviously, as a freshman, you probably don't want to take a shot that you know Coach Wheeler's not going to like. But once you start hitting a couple, it must give you a lot more confidence.
Well, like, after the first shot, I knew that it was going in, so I just felt confident, so I kept shooting.
All right, Evan, one last one for you. How about Exeter? They've looked pretty good so far in this tournament. They're unbeaten on the season. Bryant Holmes, Cody Morissette, they got a big guy, Natola. What's your thoughts on playing them tomorrow night?
Well, I think it's going to be another tough game. It's our third game in 3 days for both teams, so I think it's going to be a little fatigued, a little slower. I think it's going to be a close game like it was tonight.
Central wins it by 10 against Memorial, 61-51.